An exquisite morning to everyone. May the abounding grace of the Almighty embrace us as we continue our quest in the teaching and learning process. Welcome to our virtual class on the subject Discipline and Ideas in the Applied Social Sciences, or simply DIAS. Since we are done with the introductory part of this subject, we will go deeper in our discussion regarding various concepts which are enclosed in this area. Today, we will be dealing the discipline of counseling, wherein we will be able to identify its goals and scopes. Furthermore, we will be equipped with its principles. Lastly, we will enhance our comprehension regarding its core values. So, what do you think counseling is all about then? Is it merely giving advices or instruction to someone who needs it? It says here that counseling profession is a process in which the counselor assists the counselee to cope with his or her emotions and feelings and to help him or her makes positive choices and decisions. It is a learning-oriented process which occurs usually in an interactive relationship with the aim of helping a person learn more about the self and to use such understanding to enable the person to become an effective member of society. That is the reason why, as a counselee, we need to be truthful in the information that we are disclosing because this will give an idea or basis for the counselor to give aid in the process of helping the young or the client to recognize solution or decision regarding a situation or dilemma at hand. Counseling is a process by which means the helper expresses care and concern towards the person with a problem and facilitates that person's personal growth and brings about change through self-knowledge. Therefore, the counselor will not feed the solution. Rather, he or she will guide the counselee through her own reflections, insight, etc. in digging appropriate resolutions or decisions. We can say that counseling is a helping relationship. When we say relationship, there must be parties involved. In this manner, we have the counselor-counselee relationship. At this point in time, let's tackle about the goals of counseling. We have here its 5 commonly named goals. First is facilitating behavior change. It prompts to refine the counselee's vision while having the counseling session. Redirection of behavior needed on the process is achieved. Next is improving the client's ability to establish and maintain relationships. This is done to create a welcoming atmosphere for the client to open up and commit to become cooperative in the counseling process. It also enhances the client's effectiveness and ability to cope for the reason that it helps identify unhealthy thought patterns and will assist in paving an understanding to the recognized behaviors and will contribute in the construction of mechanisms that will surely facilitate in addressing such certain scenario. Moreover, it aims to promote the decision-making process and facilitating client potential. It serves as an agent in assisting counselee to overcome crisis or to manage effectively the issue at hand. Lastly, counseling targets development. In this process, it seeks to release limitations from the client. Instead, it opens various favorable opportunities for the client to grasp in order to be more equipped in dealing with his or her condition. In this way, development not just in his or her condition was realized, but her coping mechanisms, potentials, understanding, horizons are also nurtured. We say that counseling is a long-term process and consists of professional communication. Therefore, it possesses guiding principles that will facilitate in the attainment of its success along its process. We have the principle of acceptance. Accept the patient with his physical, psychological, social, economic, and cultural conditions. We do not create favoritism environment. Second is the principle of communication, wherein communication should be verbal as well as nonverbal and should be skillful in order for the aim of counseling process to be realized. We also have the principle of empathy. Instead of showing sympathy, put yourself in patient's shoes and then give reflections accordingly. We, we should learn, we should let them feel that in one way or the other, you are with him or her in such state or condition. So next principle will be the principle of non-judgmental attitude. As counselor, do not criticize or comment negatively regarding patients' complaints. This will lead to negative atmosphere between you that might cause unresolved condition. Additionally, we have the principle of confidentiality. Always keep the patient's name and the problem strictly secret and assure the patient about the same. Practice the so-called what you hear here, leave it here attitude. Don't be like the well-known Maritas in your barangay. Then we also have the principle of individuality. Treat each and every patient as unique and respect his problem as well. That's the key in treating our individual differences. Lastly, let's take the principle of non-emotional involvement. We do practice the principle of sympathy, but remember not to get emotionally involved with the patient and avoid getting carried away with his feelings. We should be strong enough in controlling our emotions as well in front of the clients, not to build an atmosphere that will impede in the achievement of the counseling process. For our last topic, we have the core values of counseling. Counseling profession will also challenge the counselor to value the counselee because this endeavor is relational indeed. Therefore, both parties involved should see to it that they take their part with utmost emphasis. So here are the core values of counseling. It says that a respect for human dignity refers to the unconditional, positive regard, compassion, non-judgmental attitude, empathy, and trust. Because we know that when we give respect, we beget respect in return. In addition, partnership refers to the support on integrated healing, integrity, sensitivity, and openness. Whether we like it or not, in attaining a harmonious result between relationships, we need to collaborate with our partners. So let's see more of those core values in counseling. We also have autonomy, which refers to respect for confidentiality, trust, ensuring a safe environment, and no imposition of advices. Let's treat each other as our own self. The way we want to be treated, let's employ it to others as well. We also have responsible caring, which refers to respecting the potentials of every human being to change and to continue learning. Let's accept the fact that we are not just the living mammal who is knowledgeable enough. We have our own unique, innate potentials. Next is the personal integrity, referring to the reflection of honesty and truthfulness. Truth hurts sometimes, but it will make us free anyway. So indeed, let's uphold integrity at all times. Is your brain full already? At this juncture, let's evaluate if you were able to learn something or gain insights about the different topics being discussed through a simple assessment activity. In this activity, let us test your knowledge on the aforementioned topics. Just identify the necessary details needed for each item. Kindly write your answers on any sheet of paper, then you may send your outputs through the following mechanisms. Option A will be to send your outputs via online platform through email, messenger, or FB account. Last option will be is to send or write your answers on paper to be handed through the assigned teacher within your area. That's all for the discipline of counseling. I hope that we engage ourselves in this learning acquisition steadfastly. If we have questions, suggestions, clarifications, please don't hesitate to raise it. You may reach me via phone, text, chat, email, or whatever channel that you wish to reach me. So once again, good morning. Thank you so much for lending your valuable time in our discussion for today. Have a blessed day ahead. See you on our next virtual session. Goodbye.